welcome back to the channel. This is another Thoughtful Thursday collab with our lovely host Joy of Organized with Joy. We'll have her channel linked in the description box below, as well as link to the playlist as well. In this video, I'm going to be cleaning up my room, and I'm going to be talking about grief and a little bit about anxiety, because they kind of go hand in hand in some ways, and I've experienced both. So, let's get started. So, along with my cleaning, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about grief and anxiety. And they can go hand in hand, but I also deal with them separately as well. And for those of you that don't know, I lost my dad almost 2 years ago in November 2021, suddenly. He had stage 3 COPD with emphysema and 30% lung capacity. According to the doctors when he was in the hospital, I think, that's when they said it, you have to have at least 40% lung capacity to be even considered for lung transplant. So he couldn't even get that. Suddenly, it was Thanksgiving night, and I was with my stepmom, and we had just finished eating, and we get a call from the hospital that his heart had stopped, and we had to go back up there. We were standing there watching them. They weren't giving him CPR. They had one of those machines on him that was doing it. They got him back, lost him again, and then got him back again. And then he was on life support for a day and a half or 2 more days before all his organs were shutting down and he wasn't going to make it. So when it comes to grief like that, especially because in that same year I lost my aunt as well, and then the following year, which was last year, I lost my uncle and my cat. So grief is hard, and it comes in waves. It could be, you could hear a song or see a TV show or a movie or anything that reminds you of the person, and then all of a sudden it hits you how much you miss them, and it never goes away. It gets less over time, but it never fully goes away, and it's extremely hard, and it can cause anxiety as well, and that's hard to deal with too. And for me, I already have anxiety, so the grief plus that, not so fun. But for me, with my anxiety, when I'm having a panic attack, you don't really know, because I'm more internal. I'm not one of those where you can actually tell if someone's having a panic attack. Mine is mostly internal. Mine's inside. I basically shut down. I can't move. I can't talk. I can't do anything. And so it's really hard. And then on top of that, I also have social anxiety, where even just a few years ago, I wouldn't even be able to do this. YouTube videos. I couldn't even get myself to film anything, let alone talk on a video or anything like that. So I've come a long way with that. But I still do get nervous, especially filming in stores or not in my house. I mean, I also get nervous in my house sometimes, but mostly it's filming outside my house. I guess I feel like people are going to be looking at me. Not that I'm ever going to see them again, but it's just what my brain does. And then like the what ifs will come in your brain, and then you just kind of snowball. And then I can't do it. So it's really, really hard to deal with. But take it day by day, and you just have to go with it. And what I would say is, push past your fear. You have to do stuff that you're actually afraid of, because that's how you're going to get over with. You're going to learn to be able to deal with it, because once you're able to do it, then it's not so hard anymore. Like me talking on camera, and I'm getting better, but it's still hard sometimes. And yeah, and like I said, it does go hand in hand with grief as well, and it can be really hard to deal with sometimes, and it just takes time, and you're always going to miss that person, and that's never going to go away. And you will have times where you will feel that, but as time goes on, it'll get less and less frequent, but that pain will never really go away. And that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit. because I have been dealing with both of those things recently. It'll be almost 2 years now, this November. I still can't believe it's 2 years. It didn't seem like it. It seemed like 1 minute that person's here and you're talking to them and you're calling them on the phone, you're texting them, and the next minute it's just weird, like you can't even text them anymore. It's hard, but just take it day by day, and surround yourself with the right type of people. They'll help you get through it, and it'll make it easier. But it is hard, and it's hard. Let's put it that way. But it does get easier over time. We agree. Anxiety takes a long time to get through, but for me, it still happens. I used to be really, really shy, like I said, and I still get nervous, and I'm a perfectionist, especially when it comes to my art. I have the hardest time posting about my art for some reason. I have to get myself to do it because I don't know. Just even if I like it, for some reason, I feel like nobody else will or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I always feel like I'm gonna do it now, but then I never do. I get over and over and over. I mean, I do have some art posted, but I have an Instagram for my art. But anyway, it causes you to be a perfectionist in some things. Like for me, my art, like I said. But but yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about those two things because, like I said, I deal with them every single day, and I've dealt with anxiety pretty much my whole life. I was one of those kids that never got picked, basically. I always hated when we did group projects in school because I was the last one that got picked, or not got picked at all, and then I had to be put in a group. It was just so awkward. It was one of those things, and then, counting in your head to see when it was going to be your turn to read aloud during the class. Ugh. Yeah. Those things were not fun. For me, anyway. I tend to talk fast sometimes, and that's my anxiety as well. It just kind of happens. I'm just trying to get through things and trying to keep my thoughts going before I forget them. And I have to do certain things before I go to sleep at night, because if I don't, I won't be able to sleep probably, because I have to watch a certain movie, or I just have it on in the background, and it takes my mind off all the other things, or it'll just keep going and going and going with all the thoughts. So I need that in order to sleep. It's hard to shut the brain down sometimes. It really is. But I mean to sleep and stuff, of course. But yeah, for me, my anxiety is a little bit different. It's because I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really outwardly. You can't really tell when I'm having a panic attack or whatever. I just shut down. I can't talk or move or anything, like I said. But my heart just start pounding and all that. But yeah, it's hard to deal with, because unless you've gone through it yourself or going through it yourself, you can't really understand what it's like. And that's what I have to deal with sometimes, with people around me who don't understand. And it's just hard. And I just wanted to mention that this time. But I don't know. Sometimes I don't mean to repeat myself. I have to think, and then I lose my train of thought. So then I end up repeating myself, which I don't mean to do. But that's basically what I meant. Is that they are both really hard to deal with, and wanted to explain my perspective and what I've been through. Because a lot of other people go through it too, and you're not alone. Trust me. There are people that do understand. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about this time. And it does get easier. Take it day by day. Surround yourself with the right type of people, and have good hobbies to help you to get your mind off things. Because that's what I have to do. I have to distract myself sometimes so that I don't think about certain things. And then slowly I calm down and I'm able to deal with it better. It's kind of why I like drawing and art and stuff like that. Because I can distract myself. And looking at TikTok as well. I end up doing that for hours sometimes. Just scroll. Anyway. Yeah. If it helps you, just do anything to basically distract yourself and calm yourself down so that you're able to think again and deal with the anxiety, because a lot of things can trigger that, and grief is one of them. And yeah, it's hard. It's very, very hard. And yeah. So yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about this time, like I've already said. And just remember, you're never alone. And there are people who understand what you are going through. And that's that. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, comment, and click that little bell icon so you know when next video is coming out. And don't forget to check out the playlist. It'll be linked in the description box below, as well as Joy, Organized with Joy. Her channel will be linked in the description box below as well. And thank you for watching.